It pains me because that's where I go to church. It grieves my heart to see what happened there.
A shocking incident in the rural community of Fiette, Choiseul, where a Seventh-day Adventist church, a cornerstone of its community, was completely consumed by fire Tuesday night. The circumstances surrounding the blaze have raised immediate questions, with church officials describing suspicious events that preceded the devastating inferno. The church, which has been a spiritual home for members, now stands in ruins. The profound grief felt by congregants is palpable. Details emerging suggest a prior attempt to set the church ablaze just hours before the destructive fire.
Approximately 9:45 p.m. last evening, I received a call that someone was attempting to set the church on fire. The person had a chair which they put on fire and put the chair to rest on the door of the church. But the person who saw that threw the chair away and made mention to me. I contacted my mom, who has the key for the church. But since the chair was thrown away, they thought that was the end of it. But this morning we woke up to the church being completely demolished by the fire.
Pastor Roger Stephen, president of the St. Lucia Mission of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, expressed deep distress upon receiving the news.
It was a very disturbing call this morning by the pastor of the church, Pastor Jeremiah Fevrier, when I received the call that he got news that the church was burnt down completely last night. Apparently he would have received a message early this morning, and of course we came up, Sister Daisy, myself, as administrators. We are here just to assess and to take some photos, and to look at what is happening, and also to encourage the members. Some of them are here on site, just to encourage them and to, of course, pray with them.
Despite its long-standing presence, the church was only formally dedicated a little over 2 years ago. The devastating loss is acutely felt by the church community.
Of course, this is the church that was built about 25 years ago. And in spite of the fact that it started so long ago, it was dedicated in December of 2022 and has a membership of about 100. It serves the church here in Fiette and Choiseul, the environs, and we don't know what happened, but I must say it is a devastating news for us as a church community, the Seventh-day Adventist Church. The members here, they are still here and are devastated.
The circumstances surrounding the fire are under active investigation by authorities. However, church officials have noted several suspicious anomalies at the scene that strongly suggest arson.
We don't know, but we can see certain signs that are very questionable as to whether this would ever have been a natural fire. Because I was just pointed that the water meter was totally detached, uprooted from the ground and thrown on the other side of the road. Some plants that was kind of away from the building were uprooted, at the side of the building and thrown closer to the building so that they could have gotten really burned down. And we also have a sign, I think, that was destroyed. So much was done there. I don't know what would have propelled or what would have happened. We cannot say. The police have come this morning and they have taken their reports, done their investigations, and the fire service would have been there to try to, put out the fire. So it is very, very bad news. This is the first time this is happening in the history of the Adventist Church in St. Lucia, and we are deeply, deeply saddened by it. But this is where we are. We are going to be doing our own report to send to the higher organization as well. But we have informed the president of our higher organization and the entire administration as well. So here we are, just trying to see how we can meet with the members, trying to do some debriefing with them, praying with them, and just to encourage them as we move forward.
Police and fire services have launched investigations into the incident. Church leaders are providing support and debriefing to the deeply affected congregation. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.